Well, good morning. It's November 1st, and today we're going to take a look at, well, we're starting with Acorn Pass. I did go down to Lost Bridge Trail, but it is, so you'll know it's underwater still, especially after you get past the curve and the sign. So anyway, let's start with Acorn Pass here. This is the little trail that takes you to Otter Parking, and then we're going to go on to Windmill Whisper, Wading Bird Way, and then Marsh Rabbit. We'll check things out storm damage wise. Well, this is looking back towards the Discovery Center on Acorn Pass. You can see where it was really wet. It still is wet. There's water right there. Just like everywhere else, it's thinner here. Now let's turn around, we'll look back the other way. A couple trees down over here, branches. Let's get down here. So we're almost to Otter Parking. But you can see this is really rough going through here right now. The rain and the water really did a number on the trail, so it'll smooth out over time. Okay, so right now I'm headed back to the entrance way. You can see, just looking through the center section here where it divides on the road and where the horned owls used to nest, it is thinned out. You can see there's a lot more light than there used to be. Over at this direction, I don't know if you can see, but there's some trees down over here. But not that bad. So I'm down at the curves where the wildlife crossing sign is. You can see way over there, there's one tree that came down. They got rid of it. But, you know, it pretty much looks the same. Like I say, it's just thinned out. So let's pan around, see what we can see. The things that you think would be gone are still here. You guys may, if you're coming in the entrance, you remember this zombie tree over here, and it's still there. You'd think anything like that would be destroyed, but it wasn't. And here again, these trees here, that you may remember, they were a lot more dense and thick, but they're thinned out. Lots of light. And it's early in the morning right now. Okay, I'm at the entrance, and these are the gates that take us to Windmill Whisper. But I'm looking back now towards the Discovery Center entranceway. Here's the two picnic tables, shelters at the entrance when you come into Circle B. But you can see, looking down the road, it's not that much different than it ever was. So there's your signs still there. But like I say, it's more light. Let's pan over this way. Now this is looking down towards Windmill Whisper. We'll head down that way. And over here you'll see the brown grass. Anywhere you see that brown grass, you know that it was like a swamp or water for a long period of time. It's dry right now, but you can see where it was very dark right there. Okay, I'm still on Windmill Whisper, and this is back where those culverts are here. And they are full of water. I didn't stop and take pictures of them, but this is looking back towards the Discovery Center. Now I'm going to pan around and show you the other direction, and it's, here again, it's not that much different. So let's look at it. Here we go. There we go. Okay, and By the way, I just talked to Brooke and she said that Marsh Rabbit is going to be the part that's most changed of any trail. You can see there, this is about the same look that it had before. Okay, we're at the windmill, and look, you gotta see this right there. It is alive and well, unlike after Irma that came through. Wow, so that's good news for not having to replace that. Of course, it's calm this morning, so there's no wind. I do hear a catbird behind me. Wow. So here we are getting ready to go down Wading Bird Way now. Okay, here we are. This is Wading Bird Way. Not much changed if you're just looking at the way it was before and now. Well, there's a night heron over there in the cypress tree. Okay, so here it is. I'm at the first swamp off of Wading Bird Way. This is looking east. See, those stick trees are still right there on the left as they used to be. But the whole pond is full of the lilies, so can't do much here. So. Okay. Well, I am at the culvert before you get to Marsh Rabbit Run. And I was just taking a picture of these birds that were sitting right here together. You got a white ibis and Hinga just flew off, and you got the two gallinules here. Kind of pretty. Okay, we are at the intersection of Marsh Rabbit, and I'm not going to go down Wading Bird, but you can see it's not there. I mean, it's not anything to really worry about on that trail. It was at one time covered with water down there past that palm tree, but it's not wet anymore. And look, over here, there's that little shed. Now here, I thought that weather station and that shed would have been gone, but it's not. So. And now we're looking back, and it did clean out some of the debris along this trail. And here's the gates. There's Marsh Rabbit, which I'm getting ready to go down. And look who's coming. Efren there. Okay, now this is looking east, and I am standing on Marsh Rabbit Run. And this is the canal. Thank goodness it is cleaned out right now. And there's the little weather station that I told you held up. Well, there's a female kingfisher. I don't know what she's all excited about, but she has got her wings out and everything. Okay, you can see trees right here. Marsh Rabbit, they said, is the most affected trail by the storm. So we're going to be checking it out, heading down this way towards the blind. And then here's more trees. Trees down and in the water. Over here, palm tree down. Yep, Marsh Rabbit got hit pretty hard. Okay, this is looking back towards the west. Trees down all along Marsh Rabbit here. Okay, here we are at the blind. It looks okay. Hey Eddie, what you seeing out there?
Water.
Wave to me. Thank you. Okay, so now here we are looking east towards the intersection. Of course, thank goodness the sun's not up or I couldn't even do this. But you can see the trees down right here. One thing about Marsh Rabbit I can tell you is that it's going to be a lot more light. And maybe with the trees in the water, maybe there'll be more wildlife. I don't know. Well, I'm happy to report that the roost that the black ghost or gray ghost, excuse me, lands on is still there. That's good news. But man, look at this. Look at this is the center way near the big oak tree on Marsh Rabbit Run. I mean, there were all trees here before, and they are now gone and in the water. But the big oak's still there that the eagle lands in. But it's very thin now. Very thinned out. And there's so much more light. You can see down, just looking down Marsh Rabbit, you can see that this used to be really dark here. Alright, this is looking back east on Marsh Rabbit and where we just came from. Yeah, the biggest effect is between the big oak tree and the flats before you get to the weather station. Okay, I am back to the Discovery Center on the sidewalk, and it is a little changed in through here. They did some work. There's some bushes down, but no big deal. They'll come right back. The stick trees and stuff you'd expected to be gone, they're still there.